Hello, and thank you for joining us. Today, you are a part of a positive attitude at work training. My name is Elisia Manuel. I'm the outreach coordinator here at Employment and Training, and I have with me my coworker.
My name is James Tree. I'm the employment training specialist.
James is going to tell us a little bit more about positive attitude in the workplace.
There will be times in your career where you're in a situation where everything seems like it's spinning out of control. These times will test your patience and challenge you to continue forward. However, one thing that remains constantly under your control is your perspective. Maintaining a positive attitude throughout your career is arguably the most valuable key to future success.
Wow, James, that was some really great information. Can you tell us about positive attitude?
So the definition of positive attitude is a mental state that envisions and expects positive outcomes.
So what does a positive person attitude look like?
A person with a positive attitude is upbeat, focused, cheerful, looks at possibilities and looks on the bright side of the situation, sees problems as opportunities and challenges, is open-minded and likes to explore options, is enthusiastic and productive, brings a sense of joy to work, and is optimistic and hopeful.
Wow, that was great, James. Can you now explain to us how positive attitude benefits the workplace?
Absolutely. So a positive attitude adds to a strong teamwork and it improves communication in the workplace, increases productivity, and also increases morale of the workplace.
Wow, that was some really great information on positive attitude and how it benefits the workplace. Can you tell me what a negative attitude may look like?
Absolutely, Alicia. So a negative attitude actually dismantles teamwork, increases stress, and cripples productivity.
All right, everybody. So I want you to take a quick 10 seconds to think about and reflect some positive attitudes that you can display when you go to work.
Now let's go into tips on how to maintain a positive attitude.
Awesome. Thank you, James, for those tips. Now we're going to talk about being appreciative.
It is always nicer to get a pat on the back rather to get stabbed in the back. If you're wondering, how do I change my negative attitude? Start by observing how you communicate with coworkers. Give thanks and give positive affirmations. Positive affirmations are encouraging statements to those around you, such as, "Great work, keep it up." Appreciate the things you have. Appreciating the things you have is really essential to maintaining a positive attitude. Also, think twice before you act once. So think before you talk or speak, and think before you do.
As we move forward, we're going to talk about the importance of recharging yourself and tips on that.
Yes, certainly. So a favorite quote of ours is, "A dead battery can't charge a dead battery." Stop complaining about negative work attitudes and lend your own energy to creating a more positive attitude in the workplace. Be the positive vibe in the office. So a point that we need to take note of is practice random acts of kindness. As we are in the office, it is important for us to be able to think about what we can do for others in a kind way. And also look for opportunities to have fun. Lastly, associate with positive people and make sure that you avoid people that are negative because they will pull you down. Again, make sure that you associate with positive people because they will lift you up.
Awesome. Thank you, James, for that information on how to stay recharged. Now I know that I'm going to have lots of fun and play in the workplace. But as we move forward, we're going to talk about volunteering your time and how important that is.
Now is the perfect time to find a way to contribute to the greater good in your workplace. No matter how busy you are, find 5 minutes that you can give every day. Others are sure to appreciate your efforts and you might find it enjoyable. A point to take note of is to contribute to the community. So when you're in the office, contribute to the office or to the team with some sort of positive behavior that you can actually do for others around you. And the next thing to take note of is be enthusiastic in the workplace because it is infectious. And don't join the gossip. And that is a behavior that we all want to avoid because it is a Debbie Downer for positive attitude.
Wow, James, that was really great. Can you explain to us, how do we avoid negative attitudes in the workplace?
Negative work attitudes create a vicious cycle that can rob energy from an organization. If you're famous for your awful moods and stinging commentary, try something new. A point that you can take is make sure to resist sarcasm and stop complaining. Another point is look for good qualities in people. Remember that negativity breeds limitations. Learning from obstacles. Make sure to keep an open mind and to ensure that you are learning from your challenges that you have throughout your workday. Don't listen to your mind's negative thoughts. At times, we say to ourselves, I can't. But we need to start thinking positive and changing our negative thoughts to positive thoughts. For instance, we need to make sure that we say to ourselves that we can.
I love that. I know that I can. And James is going to tell us a little bit more about more helpful tips.
Additional tips to be mindful of about positive attitude are make sure to get enough sleep and take deep breaths. Set goals to keep in a forward motion. Hang out with positive people. Replace negative thoughts with positive ones. Offer help when needed and treat your coworkers with respect. Another tip to be mindful of is be encouraging. Practice courtesy, be honest, respect privacy, maintain self-control. Find reasons to smile more often. Keep your personal life private. Embrace learning.
James, that was some really remarkable tips that we can all use in the workplace. But now, can you tell me and tell us the benefits for you?
A positive attitude helps you increase constructive thinking, produces more energy to do things, drives you to accomplish goals and attain success. Positive thinking increases your faith in your abilities, inspires and motivates yourself and others around you. Also, a positive attitude increases creative thinking. You encounter fewer obstacles and difficulties because positive thinking helps you to also be solution-minded. A positive attitude adds more hope and more happiness into your daily life. Optimism brings you more respect and love from people.
Wow, that was some really great information and tips on positive attitude in the workplace. So I want you all to remember, positive attitude is key to all success.
Yes, if you have any further questions, and again, thank you for joining us, please contact your coordinator and we'll see you again soon.